Hello friends, we back here for another RWBY reaction. Today we'll be checking out Volume 8, Chapter 2. Now in the last episode, we got some interesting stuff. So Oscar connected with Team RWBY or the Alliance, and they decided to split the party. Juniper with Yang and Ruby with Nora. So let's just call it A and B. So A is the Ruby team, B is the Juniper team. So A is gonna be infiltrating the main military compound to get the clearance for Amity to launch, and B is supposed to help Mantle like evacuate the citizens to the crater. I spoke in the last episode for like my final thoughts, saying that I don't really see how this is a good idea because they're kind of in an they're kind of hopeless in the sense that yeah, Grim are all over, right? They're not getting assistance from the military anymore. People are more are feeling the dread even more, seeing Salem's forces from the outside. So if you thought they weren't scared before, they're definitely scared now, which is surprising that more Grim haven't, entered the city of, Mantle. You would expect Mantle to be overrun and completely destroyed, like within, I don't know, a day or so. So that being said, they're trying to get people outside of their homes into the crater where it's supposedly warm, but they're also more vulnerable to the Grim. So it's kind of a no-win situation. If you stay at home, you're gonna freeze to death. If you stay in the crater, it's kind of warm, but there's a higher chance of you getting a ripped to shreds by the Grim. So they're kind of fucked there. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting what approach they use to get out of this mess. Because if we don't see more Grim in Mantle, then it's gonna be hard to justify that, right? Anyway, let's get it. Or oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Before we start, I'm gonna try to sing like the openings. See if that works. This is gonna be a shit show for sure. We said goodbye to all the things we've loved. Gave up our life just to find that it was not enough. I think fate left our solitude, our carefree feet. What we thought would change the world was just a childish dream. We failed to stop our own demise. The tragic hits before our eyes. Hope has no place here. I forgot. I don't know this part anymore. That's like as far as I got in the no roses or something, or roses will never bloom, something like that. Some roses will never bloom. I think for me, the verse they have for this opening is really good. But the chorus might be the worst. Of all the openings, this might be the worst chorus. Like that's subjective of course, but I'm sure a lot of people will agree.
This is your fault. You realize that.
We're getting Crow.
All I wanted was to bring people together, to give them a chance at a better life. But you.
Me? I am a victim.
Oh,
I was
Jacques!
duped, used, And although my hands may not be clean, at least I am not a murderer.
I mean, that's true, you know. Everyone's blaming Jacques, but all he did was like the
Didn't kill
election.
him.
He had no idea
And
any
I'm
of
not
this
gonna
was gonna
stand here and
happen.
be lectured by some snake with a mustache who helped that man tear us all apart.
Oh, Watts is
Yes.
here? Ah, hell yeah.
I suppose we're all stuck in it together now.
Dude, this is a squad, man.
Speak for yourself. I know the right people.
Dude, imagine
I'm
if
sure
they
Whitney
were
has
like
reached out to my legal team and will help me
governing
out
a
here
city. You
before
have like
can say
Jacques handling the finances, Watts with the technology, Crow with like the military, and then Robin is like the PR person. That would have been so
You
cool.
do realize you've already caught me?
Oh, that's from the trailer. He got bashed. Don't hurt Watts, please.
I hate not being able to do anything.
We can do something. We can kill the man who put us here.
With still no word from General Ironwood, Mantle citizens are frightened and perplexed by the sudden withdrawal of military
Dude,
personnel.
Crow's
especially
like,
the massive Grim Horde
fuck
outside
this
the kingdom.
forgiveness shit.
I've
We're gonna
never
kill
seen anything
Ironwood.
quite like this. It truly feels like the end of days. But the Atlas Eye is committed to updating the public until our
The
dying-
Atlas Eye.
Hey, wait!
Citizens of Mantle, General Ironwood has abandoned you, but we have not. If you can hear this, gather any food and supplies you need to stay warm, then head to the Mantle crater. The Grimm are starting to make their way back into the city, but we can hold the line if we all come together.
Ah, that's Pietro's place.
Well, you've all seen what's waiting for us out in the storm.
It's good they finally gave this character, Joanna, right? Some lines.
Alright, the others are definitely missing out.
That's definitely something Yang would want to use, right? Just styling. Oh, Jean. You'll get it, big boy.
only
Aww.
take what you need.
The crater? Are you sure it's safe out there?
Absolutely, ma'am.
Heads up!
Oh! Alright, some nice tech.
Way better than RWBY. Have the Grim already pushed this far in?
Alright, some
No,
tech
I think those were more
upgrades.
from last
Interesting.
night. Still. Ren, if John hits you with his aura amp, think you can mask everyone?
We can give it a shot, but it is a lengthy trip through Mantle.
I mean, that could work, but you know, it's gonna take a lot to
No, that's a great
for
idea.
Ren to mask
We'll have
all
a
those
rim-free
people.
journey all the way to the
It's
crater.
not like he's had any practice at all, right? He barely uses it.
I'd feel a lot safer being up in Atlas.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. But the people up top have decided you're not worth the trouble. The Faunus, on the other hand, have been willing to lend all the help they can, regardless of whether or not you deserve it.
You know what I noticed?
So,
Let me pause here.
I'll just
They're expecting Ren to like mask everyone, but even though Ren unlocked his semblance at a very young age and you would think he would be, you know, practicing it, the fact that we haven't seen his semblance from volume 1 to volume 3, even at the like finale of volume 4, that's when we just actually saw it. You know, from when he's like a teenager at this point. It just shows that how potentially um he's like a novice at it. That's how I'm putting it. Like, yeah, he could mask, people and all that, but like I said, he doesn't really practice it in the sense that he doesn't use it on himself. He doesn't use it in other people. Like, imagine all those fights that we had. Their fight against the Scorpion in Volume One. He could have just used it on himself, be invisible to the Grim, stab the Scorpion's eye. He could have, killed a lot of Grim during the fall of Beacon by, you know, hitting Grim from their blind spots and all that. Even the Nuclevi, right? He could have just bypassed the Nuclevi. But I get it. He was really emotional during that point, so that's why he didn't do it. I'm sure that's what they're gonna say, but it's just such a tall task, and I kinda have a feeling that they didn't really figure out Ren's semblance during volume 1 to 3, and then they just decided to uh go through with it on volume 4. So that's how I'll probably look at it. So yeah, affecting all these people is gonna be a real challenge for Ren, even with John, because it's one thing to amp your aura, and it's another thing to like focus it on using it at the right people at the right time.
Just, just go get our things then.
Or I don't know, maybe it's just an area effect. It's not really like a unit targeting spell.
I don't want to go to the slums. Mother, General Ironwood said we were going to Atlas. You're setting a bad example. Those kids.
It should not be this hard getting people to just cooperate.
Well, yeah.
And yet, it's something I'm becoming increasingly concerned about.
I really don't need your additional commentary right now.
I mean, people don't like being told what to do. That's human nature, right?
Especially you, Oscar. I'm sorry I left you.
I'm not upset that you left. I'm upset you came back.
Ooh.
I started to feel like me. Not the same me I was before all of this, but the me I always wanted to be. I felt like I was actually part of the team.
I understand. But even though it may not have felt like I was with you, I was never truly gone. You're gaining control of my remaining magic, recollecting my longest held memories, which means our two souls are still on the inevitable path to becoming one.
But I don't want that.
Neither do I.
Hey, you good?
It's just a lot to focus on.
You can do it, Ren. We're almost to the crater.
I don't need a pep talk. I need to focus.
Hell yeah. Shut the fuck up, John.
Right.
We need to find a way to work together. Not just the two of us. All of us.
All right, come on.
Thanks again for coming.
Don't mention it. Once Robin learned about Amity Tower, she wouldn't shut up.
Ooh, it's me.
Wherever she is, I'm sure she would want us doing what we can to get it up in the air and get the world talking again. Besides, Fiona's got your friends helping out in my stead.
Yeah. Are you sure this is safe? Snowshoe Shipping is an SDC subsidiary, meaning all the drones here report to the company, not the general.
So the SDC won't let me be. Let me be me.
Crater to be sent straight up to Atlas. We just need to find the one for the military base.
Are there any buildings in Atlas that your family doesn't own?
That isn't relevant at the moment.
Hey. I do not like it when friends fight.
Well, who does, Penny?
Yang and I might not agree on how best to save Mantle,
No. I mean Winter. The General. They were our friends. But then the Aesops attacked you. And the General, he said people were going to die. Because of me.
That was a lie. And he was only saying it to hurt you.
I wouldn't say that. Now that was a
I was
lie.
the protector of Mantle. But now, I am much more than that.
Ruby is such a
I
liar.
was not.
But you're still you, Penny. By becoming the Winter Maiden, you did protect Mantle.
Thank you, Ruby.
I found it!
I suppose there's no
I
turning
mean,
back
you
now.
could have been fighting Cinder and have Winter take over.
Be in better hands.
Oh yeah, her semblance, that's right.
It should be
Perfect for, you know,
Line
infiltration.
back in the tube and press launch.
Dude! She could have killed her, right? Did you see that force? I'm surprised her aura didn't flicker there.
You and your team over in Sector 11. Mantle police are helping us clear the hospital, but they're gonna need backup.
You're doing great.
Ooh, that was kinda cute.
Robin would be proud.
Aww.
I feel like you should be doing this after flexing on the news like that.
How else was I
Dude, her
supposed to get the
semblance is
word
so
out?
cool. One of the
Besides, it
coolest in the
seems to be
show.
working. Where's this group coming in from?
That would be Sector 7.
You cleared 7 already? That's great! To be honest, I wasn't sure how you'd be doing without all of your teammates.
Dude, I wonder how old this Fiona character is. Because she acts like such a child, but you kinda know that, you know, if she's a huntress, she's probably in her mid-20s by now.
A large portion of the community is also
But I
trying
guess
to
a
get
lot
old
of
mine
mid-20s
shafts into
act like
livable condition.
children too.
We've got a lot of people to keep warm. Looting the STC refineries is our best source of dust. Fortunately, no one's getting arrested during the apocalypse. Just knowing those Grimm are circling out there doesn't feel great. What are they waiting for?
B, we got another fight breaking out.
Crap. Thanks, Uncle. We'll handle it.
I'll handle it. You've got enough to worry about.
Oh, come on. We need to see a Happy Huntress fight. I want to see them use that weapon. Imagine if we get 2 volumes in Atlas and we didn't see any of the Happy Huntress fight. Like, yeah, we got some Robin, but that's just with the crossbow fan, right? It's not like the twin sabers. Nice. Alright, Jean getting good kills. Oh yeah, didn't
Fiona?
Cinder have like the dog going after Oscar? I wonder when that's gonna happen.
It's all the negativity. Salem's forces aren't moving in, but it's enough to start attracting the stragglers.
Guys, we're not finished.
Alright, we need to hurry this up and take...
What just...
Oh shit! Is the dog here?
I've never seen Grimm act that way before.
It's probably here, right?
Were they running?
Oh shit! Oscar's fucked. Oh. Holy shit. It took out Oscar like that. I mean, granted, this is like the same day Oscar already, got beat up by Neo and all that, right? I mean, they have to make this dog look strong, right? Or this Grim. It doesn't even look like a dog anymore. They have to make it look strong.
Wait! It's using Oscar as a shield!
Yeah.
Grim aren't that smart.
But this one is... Dude, smart Grim! Dude, it just stopped! What the fuck? It's gonna transform. Oh, those are like the wings from the opening. Oh, so that's the foreshadowing. Salem with the wings over Oscar is foreshadowing this Grim capturing Oscar. Okay, I get it.
Westside's taking damage.
What do we do?
Kids, what's your status? We've got an emergency. We're not gonna make it. What? What kind of emergency?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Dude. Shit is getting real. Okay, alright. Like, nothing really happened last episode, but this is something. This is hard to ignore. One of those hard to ignore things. Alright, alright. Okay, so we'll pause here. Alright, so that's the episode. Now, what are some good takeaways here? So you finally got like Joanna, was it? To have some lines, right? She had a few lines actually with the reporting and the whole, talking to Fiona and Team B. I wonder. Okay, so I guess the way they're dealing with it is there's other huntsmen and huntresses that's trying to protect Mantle, right? It's not just the Happy Huntresses and Team B. There's a few more. But how many are there? This is like a whole country, right? Mantle is like a country. And I don't know, maybe their world isn't that big. But if Mantle is like a country, you're gonna need thousands of huntsmen to protect that, right? It's gonna be that big. Well, to be fair, we don't really know the population of Remnant as well. If Earth is like 4 billion, then Remnant may just be maybe 1 million, something like that. So a country would be maybe a few 100,000. But still, you would expect to have at least 1,000, right? Minimum. Or at least 2,000 huntsmen, huntresses to protect those people. But yeah, it's gonna be weird how they... I think it's best not to analyze it too much because you're gonna be stuck in situations like that where you think, how can so little people cover such a large area? It's really impossible, right? So it's best not to, just take it as it is, which is getting harder and harder each volume because you kind of think of these stuff. They're really raising the scale so much, but they're not really giving you any input that, yeah, but the local huntsmen and huntresses can, defend it. So if they at least say that, that gives you the impression that there are that many that are capable of covering those areas. But yeah, that's something that you have to just assume at this point because they don't really tell you. What else? What else do we got? Okay, so with this for this episode we kind of followed the Team B more. So probably next episode we're gonna follow Team A. What happened when they used those tubes to get to Atlas, and we'll see how they try to infiltrate the base. That's probably what's gonna happen. And yep. So that's the recap. If you guys like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want to support your boy even more, links to the Patreon down in the description. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.